tubers? Excuse me. What up, tubers? Yes. Joel Pal, Jackhammer Mike with another lame video. Got my prep on today. And went and grabbed a few things. Some Spam, some extra salt, some seasoned salt, can of pepper, 4 cans of chicken, chunk chicken breast, tuna, more tuna. Oh, big old bag of 5 pounds of sugar. I'm going to be vacuum sealing this today. I wanted to show you something though. I went and bought a bunch of frozen fruit. That's going to go into the dehydrator. Cool thing about it is it's just like fresh, but without the prep work. I don't have to prep it. I don't have to do anything with it. However, I am finding out something a little unusual that I didn't expect. There is generally no nutritional value in this pretty much whatsoever. Dietary fiber, 5% of your daily nutritional intake of carbohydrates. There's a little bit of iron and a little bit of potassium in this berry medley. Okay, where was the one that was really shocking? Mangoes. There's basically nothing in here. They don't even list vitamin C because apparently there is none in it. Blueberries, that was also shocking. I guess there's other stuff in here, but there's really nothing. There's a little bit of fiber in here, but not anything. And this is really surprising. There's absolutely no vitamin C in this. I guess I don't know why they don't list it. I would figure that in pineapple chunks you would have some vitamin C. Zip zero nada on this. So I don't know. But what I wanted to compare it to, and let me show you this label for the pineapple. There it is right there. There's basically nothing in this. But it does say just as nutritious as fresh fruit. Grade A fancy. Woohoo! But I was a while back, maybe a couple summers ago, I was looking into hydration, you know, because it's 150 degrees outside, and you know, when I'm out working and sweating and all, sometimes you need something to help supplement yourself and help hydrate you. So I started looking into, it was a backpacker magazine that I think copied an article from a runner's magazine. And they said cashews are awesome for hydration. And with the minerals and stuff that are in this thing, it's way more than the fruit. Potassium, sodium, obviously. You have iron, phosphorus, magnesium, zinc, copper, and manganese. Some of those things are awesome for hydration. And, you know, they are things that your body really, really needs to have. So I like snacking on these things. I just grab a handful out of the can when I'm driving or whatever and chow down, get a little bit of salt, get a little bit of minerals and stuff in there. I think it's got sea salt. These are lightly salted. Oh, I got the wrong ones. I don't like lightly salted. Oh well. I like more salt. But to supplement it, basically, I've got cashews, I've got sunflower kernels, dry roasted peanuts, and just for fun, peanut butter filled pretzels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and put it in a snack pack kind of like that. And what I want to do today is basically make up a bunch of these things and pre-seal them. And then I'm going to be a little smarter than the bag this time around. As you can see, the way I bag this thing, I've got a bunch of waste up here. That's about 1 inch of bag that's a waste. I could probably cut this down a bit and shrink it up a little bit and stack it this way. So what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to cut a bunch of, prefab a bunch of these bags, cut the end off, and fill it from the top, where all my stuff is going to be down here in a little bit of a smaller package, I think. And then we'll see how sealing goes on this. So I don't know, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. You make them the way you want to. This is 2 cups, or a cup of coffee, 1 full cup of coffee grounds, by the way. The salt I'm going to do in 1/4 ounce or 1/4 cup increments. So that 1, I don't have to use the whole thing at once. And 2, if I had to barter with it, I could give up a bag or 2 of salt. These are self-explanatory. They're just going right into storage. So's the seasoned salt and the pepper. That's not going to go bad, and it's not going to go bad. And they're small enough containers that they'll just stay with our food. And use it for a little bit of flavoring. You know, stuff gets boring after a while. And if I'm chopping up some Spam, put in some rice, or maybe I'm chopping up some tuna or some chicken and putting it in rice or beans or something like that. Might want to flavor it with a little bit of something or other. This is just for beginners, or just a beginning batch. I need dried onions, which I think we're going to do in the dehydrator. Dice our own and dry them, make our own onions. And then also some garlic, maybe some other stuff. The thing of it is that depending on what you're buying, sometimes it's cheaper to buy it in, raw, like onions. Winco's got them 49 cents a pound for yellow onions right now. So yeah, stock up on that. The fruit, however, that frozen fruit is a lot cheaper than buying the fresh fruit off the shelf. So I'd rather have the frozen. It doesn't taste any different to me. I'm not really big into frozen vegetables. However, depending on how the frozen veggie or the frozen fruit I've got turns out, may want to look into it. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch positions here, get rid of some of this stuff, make a little bit of room. Eye candy for the day is the awesome Mossberg 930 SXP, SPX, whatever it is, semi-auto. This was a lot of fun to shoot. I don't have a lot of footage just because I didn't bring a lot of shells. I brought a 25 round box of number 4 birdshot, which was fun to shoot. At 25 feet away, a pattern is going to be about like that, about the size of my chest. Yeah, about like that right here. And rattlesnake, got no chance of survival. The double-aught buck, it was a bit tighter, 9 pellet rounds. So, and I didn't bring a whole lot of that, so I don't have a whole lot of shooting footage. So, you know, it is what it is. It was fun though. Great rifle, worked great. All right, so now that I got my prep on, I'm gonna go put some of this stuff into storage, add to our collection of stuff. All I can say is I definitely need more rice, I need some more beans, and I need to vacuum seal those. But I can tell you this, you know, if shit does hit the fan, the contingency plan and I are gonna be eating pretty decent for quite some time. I'd say right now, if we were skimping, we could probably go at least 3 months easy with what we've got. So, you know, it's just a little bit at a time. I can tell you this, these were $1 something, 2 something. This was 6, but I'm gonna make a lot of snacks with that. $1, you know, some of this stuff was really cheap. My coffee, oh, this is the coffee I always keep talking about that you see in the Folgers can. Yes, Buckaroo Blend, Silver Spur Coffee Company. Yes, this is good stuff if you can find it. Winco is the only place I know of that has it. Max, come here. Max, Max, come here. Come here. Max, get up here. Get up here. Max, get up here, you ding dong. Stay here. You got up in that dog's grill, didn't you? He didn't even flinch. He wasn't even about to do anything. You're gonna have your way with him, I know. I know. All right, so I'm gonna go put some of this stuff away, make a little bit of room, and we'll start prefabbing and vacuum sealing some stuff, some salt, some sugar, coffee maybe, but definitely some nuts and stuff. So it's Max, come here. It's a balmy 81 degrees out, so it's humid as shit. I don't know if I really want to break out the salt and the sugar right now. Really, really humid. We just had that tropical storm Rosa come in, and I don't know. I don't know if that's going to backfire on me or not. I'm going to say that I could vacuum seal in all weather conditions, but I don't know yet. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to try it though, because I want to know whether I can do this in humid conditions. So we'll see what happens, and I'll be right back. This is a cool thing about the rolls. You know, you can make these things any size you want. I know I've said it before. I don't get repetitive, but it is true. You know, with an awesome paper cutter like this, you can just slice away and make really nice, clean cuts and make some nice bags. Yeah. I heard a guy, I don't know if you're familiar with him, Penny University. He got some pretty good videos out on food storage and all, and he was talking about vacuum seals. And he thought it was a good idea, but he thought it was expensive. And he was talking about, you know, vacuum sealers, you could pay $200 and yada yada, and I guess there are some of those out there. Mostly those are the ones that have, you can put the rolls inside it and you can just pull out what you need and it cuts it and all that stuff. And yeah, I'm sure there's some expensive ones out there, but you know, look folks, for $50, you know, you could get the Ziploc one with, you know, really no bells or whistles or anything on it. It's just a basic vacuum sealer, nothing fancy, but it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg for it. So, you know, $50 there, $10 for the cutter, then your supply of bags and all. You know, for under $100 you can get a lot of gear that's going to have a lot of stuff on it. Come on, ding dong, baby, let's go. You stay in here. Can't go outside. There's too many kids running around out there, lurking, creepers out there. And they're looking in the garage, so I don't dig it. They just keep riding by, looking in, and you know, we came home from shooting yesterday, and we're pulling out all these guns and vests and bags and targets and other things, and dude was sitting in the park, you know, in his driveway next door. You know, it's a rental over there. I just, you know, you don't know who these people are, who they're gonna tell, and what's gonna happen. I really think I would work a little bit harder to keep our stuff discreet. You know, especially the prepping part of it. You know, if they knew we have food over here and shit hits the fan and they've got like a gazillion kids and like 4 or 5 adults over there, you know, the minute they run out of food, where do you think they're gonna go? Well, hopefully not here, because they saw me pull this out of the frickin' Jeep yesterday. So I don't think they'll come over here, but they might come over politely and knock and ask. Like, my kids are starving, we need some rice. And old Jackhammer Mike and contingency plan are gonna be a bunch of suckers and go, okay, fine, here's a pound of rice. Here, a can of Spam, some chicken breast, whatever. I don't know. Contingency's plan is gonna say it's the Christian thing to do. I'm just gonna say it's a cool thing to do because you're a nice human being. Regardless, they're gonna get stuff, and it's like, oh man, I just don't want to be put in that awkward position, because when they come back it's like a cat. You know, if you feed a cat, it keeps coming back. Don't do it. You know, that second time, third time, can we get some water? We don't have any water. Yeah, that gets old real quick. That's not gonna happen. Sorry, you should have prepped. No. Anyway, okay. Well, I got enough of these out for right now. So now I've got a heat seal, two end side, you know, the two sides, because they're just a bag, you know, hole. So I got to heat seal the two sides and then cut the top off so I can fill them this way. I'm gonna get a better package, I think. I'm gonna get a better, you know, again, a better package with it. I should be able to make it go halfway instead of this big coffee banana. That's what I did it like this before. So I'm going to take a little more time and prep it a little bit differently, and I think I'm going to get a more compact packet out of it. So stand by. All right. No, I don't know, about 10, 15 of these bags. Let's give it a whirl. First thing you probably want to do is label it before you get stuff in it. It makes it easier to write on. So let's do compliment me on how great my color is, and my hair is incredibly soft and healthy looking. Experience beautiful, multi-dimensional, ammonia-free, salon-quality colors for under $25. Join the hundreds of
sugar,
of women who have
1/4 cup.
Find your
Let's see what happens here.
MadisonReed.com and get 10% off plus free shipping on your first color kit. Use code TRUCK. That's code TRUCK. Try it, love it. That's the
Let me turn this nonsense off.
That's better. I can hear myself think. Alright. Hopefully we can do this without making a big old mess. Okay. It's pretty good. Alright, so now, thinking, bend this over. Still not, that's not gonna fit in there, but let's go. Alright, well, that's not bad, but you can see I got a little bit of a run up here. I won't be able to seal it right here, I don't think. I don't think that's going to seal with that sugar right there, so this one's about as good as I'm going to get. But got a nice compact little packet, quarter cup of sugar. Worked alright. Let's try another one and see what happens here. God, that's compact. Hopefully that will stay granulated and it won't you know, be all wet. Excuse me. Again, there's a lot of moisture in the air right now. Definitely get a funnel. It'll make it a lot easier to pour in here. You definitely don't want to knock that over, especially in your garage. That would suck. Alright, let's try making a smaller packet. Good? Seriously? I think after a year and a half, the old Ziploc $49 vacuum seal might be shot. Come on, seriously. Man, it shouldn't take more than a second or two to vacuum seal this. Alright, now that's what I'm talking about. Good deal. Awesome. Forgot to label it though. Cool. I like that. Alright, so I guess the question that begs to be asked is, how much, what would you barter for? What would you need, what would you give up to get a quarter cup of sugar after maybe 3 months of eating nothing that had any sugar in it whatsoever? maybe if you were lucky enough to find a place that you could get fish out of a stream or a lake, or maybe some rabbit, things like that, and you had no sugar really whatsoever, maybe you just scored a pound or so of oatmeal, oats, so that you can make oatmeal. Now you got a quarter cup of sugar. That would be cool, especially if you have kids. I don't know. Alright. Oops. Guess I gotta label it again. Alright, well, you get the gist of it, right? Alright, so that's it. Quarter cup. What is that packet about the size of? It's about the size, I don't know, almost the size of a pack of smokes. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, so that's that. I'll probably do some snacks here in a minute. A big enough packet? You know, let's do that. Let's do some snacks real quick. A snack pack. I don't have anything per se to measure this stuff out. It's just a quickie snack, a little trail snack or something. Since I'm limited on kernels and cashews, I'll probably like do 1 scoop of each, and then maybe a couple scoops of this, and I'll throw in for kicks peanut butter filled pretzel in there. See how that turns out. I don't know how much I can get in this packet though. It's bigger than these ones, but not by a whole lot. So we'll see. Max, you are the biggest pain in the ass. Come on, dick. God, you're such a dick. Go. Put down. All right. This is going to be a little trickier because you can't really put this stuff through a funnel. I guess if you had a wide mouth funnel, you could do that. I can already tell I'll probably need a bigger packet. Alright, dry roasted peanuts. The awesome Kershaw Blur canned onion design. Isn't that awesome? I think it's so sharp. I've had this knife for so long. How worn it is. Awesome. I love dry roasted peanuts. You smell peanut butter, don't you? This guy is a fiend for peanut butter. Here, have a peanut butter pretzel. Put a few in there, because I don't think I'm going to be able to close it. And I just crushed it too. Stop. How can I resist? You're such a good boy. Thanks, Dad. Come on. There you go. Wow. That's packed. That's hard as a rock. Probably gonna crush the crap out of those pretzels pieces. I might not be able to put those in there, I don't know. They won't last a long time if you're putting peanut butter in here. It's not gonna be like it's gonna be a forever food or anything like that. This is more go out and camp with it, just have a snack. But I think I like the kernels and the cashews and the peanuts. I'll forget about the pretzels because those are just, I think they're smushing. And that's probably not gonna be a good idea. It tastes good, but it's not gonna last very long. So I'll probably whip up a bunch of these real quick. So there you go. Another vacuum seal video from your old pal Jackhammer Mike. Told you it was gonna be lame. You've already seen it before, but you know, once you start playing with it, there's just so many options, so many things you can do with it. And again, quarter cup of sugar, quarter cup of salt, barter, dudes, barter. That's what this is all about. Well, it's about having good stuff for survival too, but barter, good stuff. All right, with that, I am out. All right, let's feed you. Wang.